Hey guys, so I'm going to be unboxing BTS Map of the Soul 7. There are four versions. So there is version 1, version 2, version 3, and version 4. So real quick so you can see them up close a little bit better. Actually, that's like a good screen cap right there. That's awesome. Okay, but hey, how are you? So here's the very first. This is the first version. It's this pink cover. These are rather large. If I can give you a size comparison, just so you get an idea. So this is the most recent BTS winter package, and here is the album. So it is a tiny bit shorter, not a whole lot shorter. It's about the same width and height. So it is rather large thing here. So like as far as the width goes, you can see it's about, if you were probably to take two of them, it's probably about the same width as about two. Yeah. It's about the width of two. So yeah, they are rather large. It is much lighter than though the winter package, even holding two of them. But so this is the first version, this pretty pink one there. Size of a coffee table book. Yeah, it really is about that big. They're huge, 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 huge. And then here's number 2. So this is like what I call the Black Swan one, because this is the one that reminds me of Black Swan. But it is this whole blue black here. Then there is this next one, which this is like, it's like red and green and blue, and it's like the number 7 just in different styles all mixed together, and you get this kind of image here. And then lastly, there's this one, this blue and yellow one. I don't really know what to call this one, but yeah, this is version number 4. The 7s are in different spots in each of them. So like in this version, the 7 is right here. In this version, the 7 is like off into the corner. On this version, the 7 is down underneath the actual 7. And in this version also, the 7 is underneath, but it's in a different spot underneath. I don't know how to describe it. So like in this 7, the 7 is like way down here. So like here. But in here, it's up here. So like, I don't know if you saw that. It's just not quite in line. So those are the different ones. All of these are being opened because everybody in the Go, it was open ones, because the way that they did the orders, if you were getting a sealed copy, it's more beneficial for you to just order it on your own, because the shipping would be direct to you. But so these will all be opened because I will be doing photocard sorting for everybody. If you have not given me your updated preferences list, please let me know as soon as possible, because I'm going to start doing a little bit of the sorting tonight. It will go into tomorrow. And then tomorrow morning I will be sending out shipping, so that way I can start packing up. I don't believe I'm going to actually start shipping out, even if you pay tomorrow, until Saturday. My goal is to ship Saturday and then Tuesday. So yes, just so you know, that is the current game plan. And when I say ship Saturday, I will be printing labels on Friday. So if you pay up through Friday afternoon, Friday at 5, it'll be shipped out Saturday. Hopefully, if everybody ships it at the same exact time, then it's going to get split, just because the load is a lot for me to carry. So that's why it gets split up over 2 days. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to open up first. Before I really dive into opening in the individuals, I want to open up each of the individual versions and show you guys. So this is number 1, and it has, you can feel like, I don't know how well you can see it, but there are lines of the grid on here, which you can actually feel. It is a really soft cover. It's that like velvety type cover once you're actually touching it. So, and then let's open it up. It opens up very nicely. There is the actual CD in here. I did purchase the vinyl. I do not own a record player currently, but the vinyl doesn't release until like May, so it's fine. But the vinyl was really, really cheap. It was like $16 with shipping. If you did it on Weebly though, and you did it really fast because it came out on Weebly first and then it came out in the US shop. If you did it on Weebly, it was like $30 if you bought just one. That's why I'm glad I waited. But here is the album, and then here all the contents are on this side. I'm going to kind of prop it up to show you guys. So if I pull this out, we have the poster. So this is the poster for version 1, and this is like the angel one, like the fallen angel. They're like, it almost looks like it's like they're standing into a pit, broken hole, all that fun shebang. So that's the first one. So everybody does get a poster. They are all folded in here. So there's no rolled posters for me to ship out. Since they were from the US shop, the US shop did not ship rolled posters this time around. They have done rolled posters, but not this time. So this first one I pulled Tay-Tay's card. So there's Tay. And then here is the notes. The notes actually I feel like it looks smaller than some of the other ones, but they are all in here. I have not read the translation for this yet. I am slacking. Granted, actually, I haven't read this translation the last couple. Okay, so there's this mini book here, and it is like silver, at least in this version. And let's see. So it looks like these are lyrics and credits and everything. So it's pretty much a lyric book right here. Then we have pages. There is like a coloring page, and then you have this card, and it does have the signatures on the back. Then there are stickers. So this is the sticker set that is in here. And then here is I hate this. So here we have, I'm going to open this up because this one's going to be mine. But we're going to not open that because I'm able to slide this right now. Okay. So I can slide this, and here are the actual pages. I do not like this personally. So here are the posters. So let me actually do this like this so I can show ya. So okay, so here we go. So with these, we've got this big poster, and then on the back, so what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to fold these up each time. And then, so then we have this. On that side. And the next one. So it looks like each one of them are going to have their own poster with the pit, from the way it seems at least. So then there's these guys. And we have Cookie and Yoongi. Like, they mix them up. I don't know. It's definitely different, but this isn't something that I can really flip through and particularly enjoy. How dare I not actually show you the Junie part of it? What am I doing? Fix myself. And then here's more Junie. My baby June. Hobie. And then some more Hobie. And then we have the group. And then that's about it. So yeah, it pretty much is like each member had their own, and then there was like a little group. But that is the first version. The photos I like. The presentation of it, not the biggest fan. But like I said, I can't really go back and easily peruse this like I can with other albums. So that's like the downside there for me. But that's just my personal preference and my feeling towards it. Obviously, to each their own. But yeah. So that is the first one. That one is going to be mine. So that was about version 1. Here we're on to version number 2. Let me actually use the X-Acto knife since this one didn't pop open as easy as the other one did. Okay, so here we have version 2. This is, like I said, this is the one I think of as the Black Swan version. Open it up. We have the pretty Black Swan CD piece. We have the poster. So we have this poster. This is like the Dark Angel, pretty much like the Fallen Angel one. Cards. First card pull for version 2 is a Jen. We have the notes. Again, we have the postcard little thing here. We have this. We have the sticker set. We have the coloring page. We have, again, this is silver. So let's go ahead now and take a look at this one here. So with this one, the version 2, I'll do it the same way. So let's open it all the way up, and then we'll do it page by page that way. So we start with this. This is some really awesome imagery there. That's some really cool imagery. Then we're starting with Tay, it looks like. And then, oh, some unit stuff and some more Tay. Now we have Jimin. Nice little transition there. Oh my gosh, do you see what Jimin is in? Looks great. Jimin, Jimin, Jimin. Okay. And now we have, again, more Jimin. And now we have some Cookie. Look at that. So it looks like we're getting some Jungkook and some Yoongi here. We have Jungkook's Fallen Angel one there, and then we should have Yoongi on the back. Yep, Yoongi is on the back here. And so then now we have some more Yoongi. Yoongi's Angel one, he looks really, really great in this image here. Like really great. And then who's on the back? We have some Jin. So that means we should have Jin's Fallen Angel next. So we have Jin here. I do see for the unit we have Jin, Hobie, and Junie. So I'm not sure who's going to be on the other side. Junie! Ooh, Junie looks really good there though. Look at him. So I haven't really, I'll talk about that after, but I have definite favorites on the album. Okay, so here we have Junie's Angel one, and then we have Hobie. Ooh, I can already see Hobie's like Angel one, and it's really, really pretty. It's really pretty. Look at Hobie's pose here. Oh my goodness. Ugh. And then we have the group. And then again, the whole group, that's the same as the poster. So that is the version 2, which I will slide back in here. Try to keep my struggle to a minimum. Got it. Get all of this stuff back in here. And card. And that is version 2 done. Okay. Moving on to version 3. I can't remember if I talked with you guys after ticketing has happened, because I know I definitely talked to you about ticketing, but I can't remember if the actual album, if the sales had gone and happened yet. I think I talked to you before the sales, but I am officially going to Dallas. Okay, so here is version 3. And here we go. We've got the cover there. And then let's take a look at the actual poster. So there's the poster. This is version 3, like I said. And so let's see. So same things here. First card that I pull is a Yingy. So let's take out the other little stuff in here real quick. And let's look through the pictures. So version 3. I have a second copy of this version 3. Because suits. I'm a sucker for suits. Okay. So here we go. Look at them. Look at them. Oh, man, I really do love suits. They look amazing. Oh, I forgot the back. I'm so not used to that. So here again, we have Tay first. And he looks so fancy. Fancy. And then so we have this. Tay and Jin this time. So we have Jin on the back. So then we have Jin's fancy photo with some more Taejin. And who's on the back? Yoongi! Uh-oh. So we have more Yoongi, but it's Yoongi and Jin. Ooh, respect. Get it? Respect. You're going to Atlanta? Nice. Yeah, I was considering going to Atlanta, but we'll see. I don't know. I might buy a resale ticket to go as well. I'd like to, but we'll see. I am already going to the 2 Dallas shows, so. Okay. Junie looks so good. I love my Junie. And then we have, ooh, look at Jimin. Jimin. I watched the Corden, and man, the fact that he said Papa Mochi, Papa, I'm hungry, Papa. Oh my God, that actually killed me. That was too much. He's too silly. The way he also slouched down in the car too. Jimin is He's an interesting kid. Jungkookie looking, they're looking expensive. Look at how expensive Jungkook looks here. Look at how expensive he looks. Oh goodness. Ooh, look at Hobie. Expensive boys. And then here we're going back into the group stuff. Well, Hobie's last one and then the group. And there we are. So that is version 3. Come on. Seriously, sliding these back in is like one of the most annoying things so far. I seriously probably will never look at these again. Just because it's too annoying. Okay, so let's get everything back in here and close up version 3. On to version number 4. So this is the bright blue one. Cookie is killing a lot of people. Cookie does that. Cookie has that power. Everybody loves Cookie. Who doesn't love a cookie? Especially this cookie. Okay, so version number 4. Let's do this. I do quite like 4. I might buy an extra PC from 4. Look at that. Look at Yoongi. Look how cute Yoongi looks. Oh, goodness. I'm falling deep for Yoongi again. This is a problem. Yoongi is always my problem child. Okay, and we got a Hobie. But seriously, Yoongi is always a problem. He's been a problem for me since day one. Since day one. Hobie's your bias. Hobie is a precious one. I collect Hobie usually. I haven't been buying as many second copies, so I haven't purchased as many extras, so I haven't had as many, but if you look at my collection, I have pretty much everything I try to collect is Junie and then Hobie, even though technically Tay is my bias wrecker. But yeah. So here we have the group one. And then oh, look at that. I really like 4. I need more stuff from 4. 4 is just really nice. 4 is making some compelling arguments right now. Okay, so here is, look at how cute he, oh my goodness. 4 is a winner. It is a winner. Then we have, look, Yoongi. Huh. Oh, the unit shots are really cute there. Tay Tay. Oh, look at Jun and Cookie. That's cute. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Cookie. I like these shots. This is definitely my favorite version. I like number 4 a lot. Oh, I love 4. 4 is so pretty. And Hobie. And then finally the last one, which is that photo that's everywhere. This one. And then that is it. So yeah, 4 actually might, I think, have my favorite photo set out of all of them. Number 2 is also really nice. I really love 3. I think number 1 is like my least favorite set out of all of them. If I can get these to put away, goodness. Yeah, this look on, like, the look in number 4 is just it's aces. I love it. It's really, really good. Okay, so now that I've opened one of each, you guys tell me which version I should open first. If I should open version 1, version 2, version 3, or version 4. I'm going to just go through here and just start opening these guys so that I can get them open. Oh my goodness. This does not want to open. But let me know if I should open 1, 2, 3, or 4 first. You guys pick amongst yourselves for right now. And I will open whatever one up first and look at the cards for that. It's going to take me a moment for me to rip all these up so far. Not rip, but, well, yeah, no, I'm literally ripping open this paper. Not the paper, the plastic. But yeah, so let me know which are your favorites on the album currently. I can say that I absolutely adore, I love On. I really do love On. But I love Ugh, and I love Respect, and I love Shadow. Can you guys tell that I really love Rapline? But no, I really also, I love Filter, and I love My Time, Cookies. Those are probably my favorites. When I hear Filter, I'm set off. When I hear Ugh, I'm set off. When I hear Respect, I'm set off. So those are really my favorites out of all of them. Ugh is your favorite? Ugh is really just so good. Like, I just don't understand. Save the best for last. Save number 4 for last. So 1 first, 2, 1. Okay, so I'll do number 1 first. So I'll do 1 first and 4 last. But will I do it in order? Maybe I'll mix it up and I'll do 1, 3, 2, 4. Woo! What would you guys be mad if I did it that order? 1, 3, 2, 4. Moon is your favorite. Love Black Swan. Louder Than Bombs. Okay, yes. Louder Than Bombs is also really, really good. I actually, I didn't say this, but I just really, really adore this album. It is truly, it's going to be hard for other albums to beat it. Like, right now, there's only one other album that I love as much as this from this year. And this is the only true K-pop album. So yeah, I really, really love this the whole album is really great. I think that this is a major step up from Persona. I liked Persona, but if you saw my rankings, Persona was not super high on my favorites of BTS albums in general. It was ranked a bit lower. I didn't love it as much, but this album is so good. It's hard to choose one. All albums our songs are so good. Yeah, this album is really, truly, truly amazing. This is the album that'll do it for them if they're trying to go for certain goals. This is the one that's gonna do it over other albums. It's gonna be this one. It's definitely up there. I don't know yet. I haven't listened to the album enough times to know if it's going to top Wings and Tear for me. We're gonna see. I need to listen to it more. I've listened to the album a bunch, but I really need a whole bunch of listens to really determine its true ranking within, but it's definitely up there for me because, man, it's just so good. Like, you guys understand. You guys get it. You get me. It's really, really amazing. You like You Never Walk Alone better? See, You Never Walk Alone was a good album for me. I think I liked the Bass Wings a little bit better just because and it had nothing to do with the song additions on You Never Walk Alone, but I think it was just the construction of Wings for me as an album was, not only was it great songs, but the way it flowed and the way that the songs connected was like top tier in my eyes. Like it was an elite of not just having great songs, but great structure in an album, which is one of the things that I absolutely love. Like a good structured album isn't just full of just good songs, but knows how to transition between them. And Wings to me was absolutely perfect. And You Never Walk Alone was just a little bit clunkier in it. So that's the only reason why it's not higher for me. Wings has a really nice design. Yeah. I like the Wings tiny albums. The You Never Walk Alone albums, they were like that awkward long ones. And it's just, granted, now I have these awkward, giant, massive albums to deal with this. I don't know what I'm going to do. Thankfully, my actual albums for the BTS albums had run out of space for my first main level. So I was going to have to go to a new level for this one anyway. So here's that. I also technically don't have any more space on my shelves. Technically. So we're going to figure that out too. I've actually completely run out of space. I need like a bigger shelf for BTS or another one. My entire bookcase is filled. I can show it to you guys actually. I'll show it to you in a second once I finish this stack, but yeah, I've run out of BTS space. I run out of pretty much space for everything. 7 is massive. It like I don't know if you saw it when I compared it, but it is only a tiny bit smaller than the winter package. They're huge. They're very light, but they're massive albums. So let's see. So you have yours in a coffee table. Yeah, it's just, I don't even know. I literally do not know what. Ugh, they're so big. They are really pretty though. Super pretty. Just way too big. I don't think any album ever needs to be this big ever again. Ever. Please don't do this again, Big Hit. Almost there. Because since we're actually opening everything up this time, it's a lot that we're opening. We have already opened up 4 though, so we are a chunk there. It's just all of these guys too. Going through them is going to be pretty quick. The longest part really is opening up all of the plastic. Okay, so now that I've slowly stacked everything here, and I'm opening up the very last one, so let's start. Let's open this up and see what card is inside. They are in the notes. So we've got a Yoongi. So I didn't get a Yoongi in the last one for the first one, so this is the first Yoongi. We got a Jimin. Look at how cute he is. Not gonna lie, the halos on their heads are a little bit funny. Okay, let's see what we got for Got another Tay. Another Tay. Let's see. Tay. Getting a bunch of Tays right now. Tay Tay for the win. Another Jimin. Got a Jin. Junie! Yay! I like it when I pull a Junie. That always makes me happy. Tay is coming for everybody, always. Tay just exists and he comes for people. That is Tay's entire existence. Tay Tay. Jen. Cookie. He's really cute there. Morte. All the Tay pulls this time around. Another Junie. Let's see. Jen. Tay. Tay. Oh my goodness. Okay, almost there. Jimin. Another Jen. And last of this one, we have another Junie. So I didn't get actually any Hobie in this one. So version 1, no Hobie. It seems. Okay. And because I'm a little bit chaotic, come on. I'm opening up number 3 next. Rather than going to number 2 because everybody needs a little chaotic good in their life. Hobie is eluding. Yeah. I mean, I did get the one pull so far in version 4 of Hobie. So he's not entirely MIA. But for version 1, he was completely MIA. For version 1, he took a break. I did get other members, though. Did I not get anybody else? I only got one Cookie. I had a couple of Jimins. I did get one Yoongi. So I had one Yoongi, one Cookie, and then I had the rest of the other members. So it wasn't like a perfect mix, but it also wasn't like all of one member, which is, it's happened. I don't know if you guys saw, it was a few albums ago when I just got Hobie after Hobie after Hobie after Hobie after Hobie after Hobie. And it was almost an entire thing of Hobie. I think I had all Hobies and then 2 gins out of like, I think it was like 24. It was wild. Okay. So, like I mentioned before, I'll be going to the Dallas shows. I am going to both days for Dallas. So I ended up pulling so what happened was I got in for day 2, so for the Sunday date first, and I managed to pull a really, really good seat. I managed to get the first row of non-soundcheck. I didn't want to pay soundcheck prices, especially when I've done soundcheck with BTS before and I've done soundcheck with other groups. And personally, if the soundcheck is that much more expensive, I don't really care for it, just because it's not worth 3 extra songs in their plain clothes to me. It's an awesome experience, but for that much extra, I can pass on it. If it was only like a bit more extra, then that would have been a different story, but it was like more than $100. Like for my ticket, it was, since I got P1. I am 12 rows from the end at the extended stage. And so it's the very first row of non-sound check. Oh my gosh, I got all Jungkook's. Oh goodness, at least Jungkook is easy to trade. But yeah, so I ended up getting I pretty much had pick of my seat because I had the fan club entry one. And like I said, I got the very first row of non-soundcheck because I got in extremely fast. My number somehow was really, really low, so I got in very quickly. And yeah, so I got pretty much the seat that I wanted. Like I said, right at the extended stage, first of the non-soundcheck. It's a really good spot. It's pretty centered on the row. And I'm really looking forward to that because it's going to be pretty darn close, really, really close. 12 rows back is not far enough, not far at all, but it's also still far enough that I should be able to see everything. That was one of the reasons why I didn't enjoy Floor last year, because I had a seat off to the side, and the stage is just so tall and so high in stadiums that you can't see anything if you're really close. So the day that I did have Floor, it was awesome getting sprayed by the Hobie with Hobie's water, but it also sucked because anytime that they were on the main stage, I couldn't see anything. I watched almost the entire show because obviously when they were behind me on the extended, I also couldn't see them very well because their back, they were kind of small. So I ended up watching almost the entire show just from the monitor and not actually watching the guys because I literally couldn't even see them, or I couldn't see them and see the monitor to see what was going on. So it personally was not the best experience. When I had the bleachers the next day, I had they were still the same expensive tickets, but they were up on the actual bleachers really close, the lower level of the dome, and it was so much better. I was able to see everything, like literally everything, and it was just a much better experience for me personally. So that's why I did the Floor this time for one day with a seat that was a bit further away so I could still see everything but still be close. And then the second day I did, well, technically it's the first day, but the second ticket I bought was the one that's in the actual bleachers. So I will get to experience it both ways. I'm looking forward to that personally. You had to buy a seat cushion. You're gonna be in the bleachers. So I'm like not like super high in the bleachers. I am like in the first bay of the lower level, the lower bowl essentially. So I'm really excited about it. It's really awesome to be in that stadium and be in the arena. Last year I also ended up last minute going to the New Jersey show. Like literally last minute, I bought the ticket the day I walked in, like day of, and I bought my flight like there like 4 days before I actually flew out. So it was really last minute, but it was worth it. But that day I also had a much further away seat, and I also enjoyed the show a lot. So don't be afraid to sit far away. It's really not bad. Same lower bowl. Yeah, the lower bowl. It's a good spot. You're not gonna regret it. You will see everything. Okay, so where's the card in this one? Where are you? There you are. And it's a Junie. Junie was trying to hide from me, but I got him. So I get myself a Junie. So right now, like I'm doing, as you can see, version 3 cards right now. So, because I'm a little bit, I decided to, ooh, look at Jimin. Look at Jimin. So yeah, super excited going to those two. Potentially maybe going to either Orlando or Atlanta. We will see about those. If I do it, I'm not buying tickets until April. Also, slightly worried about traveling with the whole, like, coronavirus going on. So I may choose to just not go just for that reason. So that's the reason I'm not doing NCT either. Because I don't want to have to travel and get sick. Because I tend to not get sick very well unless I get sick from other people. So yeah, I kind of want to avoid it. Because if I get sick, I'm not going to the doctor. And if I get sick, then I'm not going to the doctor because I don't want to pay that money. And also because I don't get actual sick days at work. They're just my regular PTO time, so I don't want to take off work. I don't take off work when I'm sick normally, so I wouldn't for that either. And more Jimin. I see screaming. Atlanta all the way. Yeah, if anything, I'm actually leaning more towards the Atlanta show, just because the timing works a little bit better for Atlanta for me, at least. Also, but the reason why it was either Atlanta or Orlando, because they're both equally cheap for me to fly to. Like, flying to Atlanta, flying to Orlando, like, both of them cost, like, about $100 round trip, which is not bad. But we're gonna see. We will see. More Junie. I don't know how it's going to end up playing out. I'd have to find tickets. I have to make sure I have the money for it and all that fun stuff. Ooh, more Yoongi. Yoongi was the first card that I'd pulled before. I don't know if you remember that. I've been to Atlanta a few times. There's a fair amount of Jimin that I've pulled from this version so far. I've pulled a lot of Jimin and a lot of June, but here I've just pulled a Jin. Yeah, Louder Than Bombs is currently stuck in my head right now. It was really random because it's playing in my head, and I just thought I'd mention to you. But yeah, I really love this album. Um, it's really good. I think it's because Louder Than Bombs was the last song that I was playing in my car before I got in. Even though I've listened to other music since I've been in the house, but Louder Than Bombs is prevailing. Ooh, look at Cookie. Look at that. Look at Deb in there. I seriously do love the suit concept. I get 2 of these cards. I'm lucky. Look at that. Seriously, looking so. Cookie has grown up so well. I am so proud of that boy. He has grown up so well. There is a project for Atlanta for hand sanitizer and masks to prevent the spread. That's really good. I'm glad that they're on that already. That is really good. Granted, for me, the concert isn't even like the thing that I'm most worried about, even though I should be. It's more so I would have to fly over and I would be paranoid being on a plane stuck in like a cesspool of a plane with somebody who maybe is potentially sick. That's my bigger fear. Because I don't know about you, but if you go like flying places, ooh, got a Hobie. Flying places, you end up getting sick just from like the airport and being around people. Blah. That's what I'm more so worried about. Not as much the show. Like I'm going to 2 concerts coming up. I'm going to be seeing Everglow and One Team in the next 2 weeks. More Junie, and I'm not too super worried about that. I am going to make sure I get a mask, which I'm going to buy, I think, tomorrow. Make sure you use an N95 mask or a KF94. Anything else, and it's really not worth it. Like a plain surgical mask is not going to help you. It has to actually have the ventilator respirator in it for the mask to be of any use. So, okay, so that is version 3 now. All done. I'm going to stack this back since sliding it is clearly not working properly for me. And then we're going to go to 2 and then 4. But yeah, make sure you use N95 mask. N95 or KF94. They have respirators in them. Just so you know. So that was about to go to the Black Swan version. This is really pretty. I'm kind of regretting that I have 2. Actually, no, I don't regret having 2 of version 3 because the photo cards in version 3 are really nice. I do like the photo books for 2 and 4 the most, though. Just because 2 is like really striking with the black and the angels and all that. Really, really, really striking. Then 4 is just really pretty. But I do really like 3 too, with the suits and the expensive. But it just doesn't quite hit as hard as the striking number 2. And then I'm going to be honest, I don't even remember what version 1 looks like already. Oh my goodness. Clearly version 1 is not my favorite. So we're about halfway done with these because got these at version 2, then version 4, and then we'll be done. So this is 76 albums that it ended up being total. Since there were no sealed this time, like I said, there were people that often buy that bought on their own, which is cool because that means that's less packages that I had to handle this time. And my goodness, because I had to order them in groups of 4, I had 19 boxes shipped to me. I literally just had stacks and stacks of boxes. It was wild. And they came most of them came between Monday and Tuesday, and then I had one that came today, the last one. But otherwise, they pretty much all came Monday or Tuesday. 7 came Monday, 8 came, no, 7 came on Monday, and then 11 came yesterday, and then 1 came today. My cat is over there like getting herself caught in things and then crying because she's done it. I'm really looking forward to this tour though, especially after hearing the songs, because knowing that they're going to be the solos. Also, I'm really, really excited about the fact that Jin has Moon this time, because Moon is way more upbeat. It's not a ballad this time. Also, it made me really happy because I'm just like, now people can finally stop saying Jin's voice only suits ballads. But that one's going to be a fun stage. I'm looking forward to what Jin does with that. In fact, all of their stages for the solos are going to be really interesting. I also love that this time around they have so many units, so we're going to get like unit performances, not just like vocal line or rap line. Like, we're going to get that, but we also have like the unit stuff too, which is really, really exciting for me. I'm really looking forward to the unit. I cannot wait for Respect. Unboxing ASMR. Who's the most requested member for version 1? That is a very specific question that I cannot tell you, because most people don't request it based off of it's not done based off of the individual version, and most people, not everybody obviously, but most people ordered sets. So yeah, if you have a specific request for a specific card, then let me know. I know I had one person that messaged me and said that they specifically did not care about, they bought a set and they did not care about what cards they got in any of the other versions. They just wanted one specific card for one specific version. So I'm going to try to do my best to get them that as long as I have the card. They're just like, I don't care what any of the other cards are. I just want this one for version 2. When people say things like that, their priority tends to go up, because that means that for the other versions where I may not be able to get anything for them, or I can, or if I get them something, I have to get somebody else so they can't. That helps me out with sorting everything out, because sorting everything is a pain in the butt. I don't know if you know this. You're so excited for the solos. Who's the most requested member overall? I'm not sure this time around. Cookie used to be really up there, but he hasn't been recently. I think it's probably either Jimin or Yoongi. One of the two. I'm not sure which though. I think it's either Jimin or Yoongi though. I'd have to double check and look. I do know that I don't have to really worry about mine. Not many people request Junie. It tends to make it a little bit easier, and I feel less regret about not being able to get their card. But oh look, there's a sound check sweepstakes too. Man, that's awesome. I get some opportunities to win the sound check. I guess you have to be able to go. I might ask some people if they're not going to the show, if they're willing to give it up. Give me an extra opportunity. Obviously you're gonna get it regardless if you don't tell me that. But if somebody messages me and they're just like, I'm not going, you can have mine, then I might keep some extras. But I'm, like I said, only if they tell me that I can. I'm not shady like that. Otherwise, I have to remember. Yoongi, look at Yoongi. Like, bro, like look how pretty he is. Look at him. Sorry. Having some Yoongi awe. He's just extremely pretty. He's extremely pretty. Man. We have some Jimin. These, I like these photo cards. Like, so far the version 1 photo cards are my least favorite. Why is version 1 just not doing it for me? Am I the only person whose least favorite version is version 1? Please tell me I'm not alone. Like, the other 3 are like, to me, are like absolutely amazing, extra level. And then there's version 1. I just don't know why it's not doing it for me. Yay, I got my genie. Usually I used to buy like 2 sets, but I didn't this time because they were more expensive. I mean, like the albums are literally way more expensive than they were previously because they're this big and it's a full album and all that fun stuff all adding together with it being more expensive. But I was like, I got, instead of getting, like I said, 8 that I usually do, I only got 5. That's still a lot, but I didn't get the full. Ooh, look at Tay. Oh my god, the photo cards for this version are amazing. You think 1 is the weakest for you too? So, nope. I'm assuming that you're agreeing with me that that number 1 is the worst, is the least good version out of all of them. Man, this version is like really killing it with the cards though. Like I said though, I really do this one. It's between this one and 4 that are my 2 favorites, and then I would say that number 3 is really close behind, and then number 1 is like just way behind. Oh my goodness! So here's the first unit card that I've pulled in these. I don't know if you've noticed all the others that I've pulled. They've all been the regular single member cards. That's the first 8 one, the first group one. I had not pulled any of those so far. So I actually had, until I pulled it, I forgot that cards were actually all 1 of 8 and not 1 of 7. I did remember seeing that. I didn't put it on the forum because they didn't put that when it first went out, but I do know some people requested the group one. I think I saw like 2 people do it. Not that many. Personally, version 2 is really good. It really is. It's really pretty. Yeah, like, when I first saw the concept for version 1, I wasn't in love with it. I also wasn't in love with version 2, though. But after seeing version 2 in person, version 2 is, like I said, one of my favorites now. It's really, really, really nice. Look at Cookie. Cookie is really excelling this comeback. But yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is about version 1 that's just got another group. Something about version 1 is just not, it just doesn't click. It just doesn't click right. It's another Hobie. Like, when I see version 1, I think that's the issue. Version 1, when I look at it, it looks staged, it looks hokey, it looks not as expensive as the other ones, if that makes any sense. Like the halos on their head look like cheesy, like dollar store halos almost. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's just version 1 doesn't quite do it for me. But the wings on version 2, I'm sure they're the same quality wings that the halos and everything from the version 1 stuff was. But it just, maybe it's because black hides things and it blends together better, but it just looks much smoother. That's probably the best way that I can put it. It looks sleek and clean, and I dig it. Okay, so now, as we were saying, we would leave the best for last. So now it's time for version number 4. So we're gonna pull these guys. Actually, I'm gonna stack them right here. So that way, when I put them away, I'm not gonna be blocking myself off. Sorry, I'm just over here silently thinking about a respect stage. Man, that's gonna like be the best thing ever. I am such a rap line stan. I really am. It's really bad. But I love the rap line stuff. It makes me happy. I'm gonna get to see Persona. Okay, and now to just pull everything out of these guys now. You expected it to look more like Persona? Yeah, I think everybody expected that they would be small albums, but I think they're just like, nah, apparently this didn't work for us, so we're going to try to innovate and do something new rather than have our series match and be kind. Like they've matched all the rest of their series. This time they said, nah, she ain't gonna match. But I also think people also thought that it wasn't going to end up playing out like this, because we literally got Map of the Soul, Persona, and then literally in this album we got Ego and Shadow all in one. I think they threw people off. They were just like, here, we're just doing it all right now. I really can't get over how big they are. There's just, ugh. That is my response to how large they are. Ugh. I still wish that they were small, normal sized albums. Tiny albums even. Persona was only a little bit larger than the Love Yourself series, only a tiny bit. And then this is just like, nah, we're going full-fledged. Even the BTS World OST was not that much bigger. This is just whoosh, massive. No wonder why the shipping was so expensive on these suckers, and buying from the US shop ended up being the cheapest. Can you imagine having a regular album costing as much as when you buy like the summer package and such, because they are just simply that big? Like, these guys are no joke. I don't get that they're all different sizes and there's no consistency whatsoever with them. The only thing I can say that there is like two kind of standard sizes that are the most frequent sizes that come for albums, but there's no consistency. Every one is different. Getting a nice simple book album is always nice, and even at this point getting a nice standard box album is nice at this point too, because at least I know what to expect. Okay, so now that has been finished, I'm going to get these sweepstakes ones all sorted out a little bit so that they're in somewhat order. Okay, so sweepstakes cards are there, and now let's find out what cards we've got in this version 4, last version. Start with a Jen. Another group 1. So far 2 and 4 are the only ones that I pulled any group 1s. I did not pull a single group 1 in 1 or 3 at all. Even in version 2, I only pulled 2 group 1s. So. Look at him. Look at him. Like I said, he grew up well. The baby grew up well. Some more. Jen. So, like I said, for those of y'all in the go, I'm going to start kind of sorting this out tonight and into tomorrow, and I will send out the emails. The emails will go out tomorrow. And then the plan is everybody who pays by Friday at 5, their stuff will get shipped out between Saturday and Monday. If you pay over the weekend or after 5 on Friday, then it'll go out after. And it's possible that I may, depending on how you want it shipped, I may need to get more shipping things now that I can actually test and see how large. That's part of the reason why I need an extra day or so, because I need to test and see with putting 4 albums in one, because it might be cheapest and most efficient for you to just order it to do media mail, or I can look to see if I can find specific boxes to do priority, but a separate box priority. But I also need to find out the exact weight for all that. So, Junie, yay! So that everything, so I can get it over to y'all the cheapest. But I think priority is probably going to be the cheapest. not priority, doing media mail with the with the insurance on it is probably going to be the best bet for me to get it, not only get it out to you fastest because I can buy boxes, separate boxes, cheaper, easier, but also because I'm not sure if a set of 4 of these is going to fit very nicely in another group one. I'm not sure if a set of 4 is going to fit very nicely in a box unless it's like a large flat rate, which is going to be expensive, so we're going to see. I'm going to do my best to get it as cheap as possible for y'all. Almost done. Last few of them. Another tag. Got a lot of gin in this version. Unless I get another group in the last one, that looks like this version has 3 group ones. And look at how cute he is. Okay, so that was a pretty decent spread in this version. But that is now all of them. And yep, like I said, I will send y'all emails tomorrow. I have to size everything and check boxes and do all that fun stuff, which I shall be doing between today and tomorrow. Well, tonight I'll be doing the sizing and stuff, but yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.